place where the magic happens. Conversations flow and the laughter snapping. Here at Netters Network, where the stories come alive. Every episode's a journey, every guest a drive. Netters Network, tune in for the show, where the headlines meet the heart, and we all get to know. From the highs to the lows, we've got it all in tow. Netters Network, where the world's on the go.
You okay? The writer, director, filmmaker is having a real hard time with his camera tonight.
Okay, so here's the thing. My phone is at 51%. I tried to connect a battery pack to it, and then I dropped it.
Oh, okay. Is it still plugged in now?
No, I'm not going to risk it anymore.
Oh, okay. Well, don't sneeze. don't touch the desk. Anyway, you're on.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Netters Network Thursday Things, where my special guest is that guy over there, and we'll be talking to him shortly.
Yeah.
But first, let me introduce to you my co-host for the evening. You know him as that guy at the end of the bar, the love of my life, Troy Pacelli. How you doing tonight, sweetie? And what are you sipping on?
I'm broken, just as of right now.
Okay,
but
well,
you call me your co-host, but on this channel, I feel like I should just be the guy behind the camera, really. I mean, but I don't want to take any spotlight from you. But yeah, I am just now opening up a very bulging Dr. Pepper.
Bulging?
Dropped.
It's bulge. You know how these cans, we order them and they get delivered, and I don't know if they kick them around like they're UPS packages.
The top is all crumpled
and the
up.
top is all bulging out, and it's like you can't open it, so I gotta use like a
screwdriver.
Yeah. we're real class act over here, I'll tell you.
And of course, I've got my Polar brand seltzer water black cherry.
There you go.
That I've been drinking. That's like my drink of choice. And of course, I want to know what our special guest is also drinking tonight. So Robert, what are you sipping on? Water. Okay.
Okay, well, yeah,
Water.
Staying hydrated, that's always good.
Well, I mean, if I'm going to be honest, I already had 2 glasses of wine, so I didn't want to be like drunk for the interview. So,
Oh, why not? Troy does that every Friday.
Well, hey, okay.
well, in that case, hold on. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's like, if you ever tune into Troy's show every Friday night, Last Call, it's called Last Call for a reason.
Yeah.
And he imbibes throughout the show, and sometimes it gets really funny when he can't
Well,
remember
I'm
everything he
starting
said
to take
2
some
seconds ago.
flack now from my co-host because, he'll say something like, hey, I want to go over this article for Geeky Geezers, and he'll be like, we just talked about that on Friday. I'm like, we did? He goes, you don't remember? And I'm like, what point in the show was it? He goes, second half. I'm like, that's why.
Yes. Well, before we get started, let me say hello to the chat. So first up, we have Lady Myst with her pretty hearts and flowers for me. Hello, sweetie. How you doing? And she was so kind as to drop the links for Robert. So I've got those pinned to the top of the chat.
Oh, thank you. That's awesome.
Yeah, you can follow him on X, and you can also watch the movie on Tubi, which is also pinned to the top of the chat.
Which is free.
Yes.
Yeah, that's always cool. Free is good.
Right? It's the ultimate F word.
Sorry. Big Al Presents says it's a great show, my friends. There you go. Deleted scenes with his salute, saying hail to the chat. And then to like, share, subscribe, become a member, gift a membership.
Thank you, Deleted Scenes.
Thank you, sweetie. Then I saw other people's in here. I could be wrong.
And speaking of deleted scenes, everybody who's watching this in the very near future, or like him, apparently in another browser window or something, make sure when you get done, you get over to criticlist.com and give a review.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely. Let's see. Oh, there's that Netters chick saying hi to that Troy guy. You know those two.
Well, they're adorable.
And then you got that Troy guy saying he loves that Netters girl.
Well,
so,
he's a creepy
know.
bastard, so keep an eye on him.
Let's see. And what I think is absolutely hilarious, I'm going to rag on you.
Yeah, go ahead. I got this one coming.
Troy says hello to everybody in the chat. I'm like, you missed Lady Myst. And he goes, oh. So he puts, sorry, Lady Myst, didn't see you there. And you are the pinned comment.
But see, here was the other thing. All of her comments were the first ones, and they were covered by the pinned comment. So I didn't look at the pinned comment, and yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm a goof. I said it. I said it right there in the comments. I'm a goof.
And hello to RubyHoove. I'm so glad you're here.
1 month. Happy 1 month anniversary, Ruby. Yeah.
Hey, Rudy, I know you from Culture Casino. How you doing?
Yeah, we got a lot of cross-pollination. It's really, really wonderful. Ruby.
Yeah, I'm recognizing names. This is awesome.
Absolutely. Ruby is feeling under the weather. She's got a bit of the flu going on.
I'm sorry,
and
sweetie.
gosh, we totally empathize. I can't say we got flu over here, but Netter's had a cold for about 2 weeks, and I absolutely have picked it up myself. So tomorrow's karaoke stream is going to be kind of interesting. We'll see how well I get through it. But
yeah, we'll
stay
see.
hydrated, Ruby.
Yes, okay. And then we have Jesse Guajardo.
Hey,
saying
Jesse.
hello.
I will make the wine cold for you. I'm sorry. All this time I've never gotten to use that line. I had to say that.
Okay, sweetheart. Oh, thank you, RubyHoove, for the $5 super chat.
Yep.
Saying find the flu. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, I've given my recipes before. If you haven't copied it down,
Yep.
go to my channel and watch my helpful hints and get my recipe for the homemade cough drops.
Yeah, it's her most recent standalone video. Yeah.
And that will really help you up. Plus, there's the honey, lemon, ginger in a jar. I actually have a jar in my refrigerator right now, and I'm going to try to do the vid. I actually did a vid, and then it didn't save. But I have to do a vid on how to do the honey, lemon, ginger in a jar. Basically, just do alternating slices of lemon and ginger, small pieces. Fill up the jar about halfway, cover it with honey, then do the same thing again, ginger and lemon little pieces, and then more honey until it's filled. And you don't need a huge jar or anything, or a special jar, just a pasta jar works. Put it in your refrigerator, try to let it sit for at least an hour or two, and then take a couple tablespoons and put it in your tea. You will feel so much better. Trust me, it's my go-to.
And I see there's USRNG. Welcome.
I'm
Good to see
getting
you.
there.
Sorry, I'm trying to move you along.
Hey, whose show is this?
Well, yours, but I'm the producer, so I'm trying to help you out.
USRG saying hello. And I know I saw other people's.
Yes, I see a new name in there. Someone you probably know. Joey, welcome. Says, I mounted your TV. Or is that our Joey who mounted our TV? That could be as well.
Oh, that could be.
I had forgotten about that. Welcome, welcome.
Our Joey?
Or his Joey. Whose TV did you mount?
Yes. If it's the same guy that mounted our TV, did a fabulous job.
Yeah.
We're very happy
See,
with it.
Ruby knows. She's a big believer in honey. Yeah, it's got all those
antioxidants,
antimicrobial, antibacterial properties, and all the good. All the good.
See.
And I think that is everybody. I don't think I missed anyone. We should. We're 12 minutes in. We should really get to the meat and potatoes of all this.
Well, we could. Tonight,
Yes, that's Joey from Geek Squad, the one that put that one, that TV up there that's directly to your left.
Yes, my
Yes.
TV. It's like, all right, Joey.
Welcome,
woo!
Nate. Like, share, subscribe, comment, become a member of the family. This is an offer you shouldn't refuse. Thank you so
Yes,
much, my friend.
Nate, thank you. Now I gotta say hi to you in my chat.
So, Robert, as you were actually saying just a second ago, kind of know each other from Culture Casino, and it was really on Culture Casino that I was exposed to, he mentioned 15 days. I know I said I wanted to start and go in order, but I want to start with 15 days because
we've seen it.
That's the one we saw,
Sure,
And,
yeah.
and I've kind of been for the past couple weeks now, as we've been talking about, hey, we've got the writer and the director of 15 Days coming on, and I've just kind of been gushing a little bit about it because we really enjoyed it so much. I watched it. Yeah, I was watching it on my own, just checking it out, and it was so funny. And just so cool. Netter comes down after work and she's like, "What are you watching?" And I said, "It's this show about the pandemic and stuff." She starts watching and goes, "Oh, you got to go back to the beginning. I want to see this movie." So we end up watching it all over again. And it was so good. I'm like, yeah, I really want to make sure that people check this out.
Yeah, it's better to watch it with somebody. It's a really good date movie, actually.
Yeah, I didn't think about it that way, but it kind of is. You're right.
Because you can look at somebody else who's watching it with you and kind of nudge and be like, "Hey, remember that?"
Yeah, exactly right.
Yeah.
What the movie's about is basically non-essential, or what they consider to be non-essential businesses having to shut down for the 15 days of the pandemic to what they call flatten the curve or whatever.
Yeah, 2 weeks to flatten the curve.
And then you're supposed to be able to come back to work.
Years.
Yeah,
exactly.
That did not happen. And,
no, it was bullshit.
Two girls, Leah and Callie, they're waitresses in a bar, and they find that they don't have work anymore, at least for 2 weeks. And they're like, "Yeah, we got this. Until things started going awry because it went more than 2 weeks.
Right.
It's hilarious. Some of the stuff that they do, the interactions and all this. You guys have to watch this movie. It is wonderful.
Absolutely. But that, like I said, it wasn't planning to start there, but I felt like we should. But I do want to do the whole, okay, rewind. How did you start writing, directing? How did you get on this course of being a big-time movie maker?
Okay, so that's a bit of hyperbole right there.
Well,
but I appreciate it. We'll just go along with it.
How's that?
We'll just roll with it and pretend it's real.
Fair enough.
Okay, so
give us a 30-second elevator pitch.
There you go. Yeah.
The elevator pitch for the movie?
Yeah, well, for you
and
what you do and your movies in general.
Okay, if this is my side.
Go, hey, tell me about yourself and all this.
Yeah.
Your 30-second elevator pitch.
Okay. My name's Robert James. I go by my first and middle name, not my last name. So if you find me on Facebook, you won't find it.
Yeah.
I have been doing video production since I was 14, which means I've been doing this for 30 years. And I finally got to a stage where technology had reached the part where the gatekeepers were no longer, we don't have to film on actual celluloid. We can buy actual digital film. And so the crafting and the knowledge that I've accumulated over 30 years, I was able to put into independent films, and I can do it at a very low cost and create a high quality because of the amount of knowledge that I've created over the years.
There you go. Absolutely. So what was your first film? When you said you were 14, so it was what, like Hardware Wars, right? I'm kidding.
No. We're talking like I was filming on actual VHS cassette tapes and then editing on a reel-to-reel, basically 2 VCRs, and you reel-to-reel, and you have to cut linearly, meaning from beginning to end, and you can't go in the middle because it's tape. It's not digital. You can't put something in the middle and retrace. You have to go. So I learned to edit very, very specifically. And then I got a job at a local affiliate of Fawkes. And then I learned on a digital editing machine. It was called the Avid. And then I went into buying the new technology of a camcorder that could shoot with 3 CCDs, which anybody knows makes the skin tones and stuff look more realistic, but they didn't have 24 frames per second. It was still 30, so it still looked like a soap opera. Then this Panasonic HVX 200 came out, and it was on a solid state memory card called a P2. And back in 2007, it was 100 gigs or $100 per gig. So that 8 gig card was $800.
Wow.
And so, but the camera could film, and it could create pretty good imitation of film quality skin tones, and at 24 frames per second, so you no longer look like a soap opera. You're at the same frame rate as film. And so I created a movie called Hit and Miss, and it's the fifth movie I did. I won't show you the first four because they're that bad. So when people say, how many movies have you made? And I said, well, the ones I'll show you, 4.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
And those are the ones that are on my wall.
There you go. There you go. And that's
so I did a mafia comedy. I did a mafia comedy called Hit and Miss on the the Panasonic HVX 200 on that expensive solid state memory card. It's an hour and 45-minute movie. It's a mafia comedy. It's great. It's hilarious. Yes, it's low budget. I had no money, but people always tell me, God, the editing was great. I'm like, well, it better be, since I've been doing it for 20 some odd years.
Well, yeah, there you go. This was back in 2013, right?
The mafia comedy that I made?
The
Hit and Miss?
Hit and Miss.
Hit and Miss.
Hit and Miss. That was 2009.
Oh, okay. Okay. There we go.
That's the one that's over there. You can't see it in the frame unless I move the yeah.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Don't drop the phone.
Right. Careful.
There you go.
There we go.
And Miss. Woohoo.
I'm going to try to not drop the phone.
Don't drop the phone.
And was that you in the poster?
Yes.
So you starred in it as well.
Yeah, I do that every other movie.
There you go. There you go.
And I know you were in 15 Days because I saw your name in the credits.
Right.
Yeah, but I was barely in that movie.
That's fair. That's fair.
Okay, and then I did this movie. This one's called A Little Bit of Murder. And I make a cameo in this movie as well. I'm barely in it. And then I did One Step Ahead, which I'm really proud of, and I starred in that. That's me. This is my neo-noir. And then this is the movie that we're supposed to be talking about.
There you go. There you go.
Okay, I'm going to try not to drop the phone again.
Yeah, it's like when I asked you to be on here, I actually didn't know about the other
Right,
films.
yeah.
I only knew about 15 Days. So that's why it's like I was telling you about, you got to watch this film, 15 Days.
But
So-
I'm going to encourage people, if they can find him, watch
Yes.
everything he's done, because I
Absolutely.
figure if you like 15 Days, you're probably going to like the other stuff too. We know he's a good
Yeah.
filmmaker.
And
Yeah. There's a little bit of comedy in like all my movies. Like some of them are straight up comedies, like Hit and Miss. That's a mafia comedy. That's 100% a comedy.
Right.
15 Days is a dramedy, so it's kind of 50-50.
Yeah.
A Little Bit of Murder, that one is a comedy horror, kind of like Scream, where it's like
Cool.
50-50 horror comedy.
Yeah.
And then One Step Ahead is a neo-noir. That's not a comedy. That's a murder mystery that takes place in 1967. That's a noir film. That's way different.
Awesome. I love film noir.
Oh, you'll love One Step Ahead then.
Awesome. So now, 15 Days. It's a movie about the
Yes.
pandemic. What made you decide
Yes.
to do this film? Like,
Although we can
Okay,
probably get
it's a long story, but I'll like shorten it for you. A lot of things got hyper-polarized during the pandemic. We can all agree on that, right?
Sure,
yeah.
absolutely.
Okay, so that was kind of the final nail in the coffin in my marriage. And so we got divorced in late 2021. And then when I moved got a new house, and then, kind of started a new chapter in my life, I realized there's a pub that's just down the road from me, like 1 mile. And I saw their Facebook page. I'm like, oh, that looks like a cool place. So I hung out there. And then the owner, he's a Marine, and I was in the Army. So we're both veterans. We got along. And then I ran into an old bartender that I hadn't seen in a long time. Her name was Leah. And we caught up. And she used to be at this other place that was pretty happening downtown, but they got closed down because of, bad politics, whatever. Anyways, so we were catching up, and then I said, hey, I hadn't seen you in like 4 or 5 years. And we caught up, and then we talked about the pandemic. We talked about my divorce and everything. And then she told me about like what she did during COVID. And then one of my best friends, he's a cook. And then he told me that because I shared her story. And then I started talking to all my friends. I have a lot of friends in the service industry. And then I was like, wow, I don't know why, but I feel like I need to make a story about this. There's no one else is talking about this. I mean, yeah, there was gyms and movie theaters, but restaurants outnumber gyms and movie theaters combined by like 5 times. So I wanted to talk about the people that were unfairly targeted and had to come up with like unconventional means of trying to earn income during the lockdowns. And restaurants were the most victimized. And then most of servers are women. And so I was like, okay, so I got 2 leads that are going to be female. And then throw in some comedic events. Let's make the movie fun. Let's not make it political, finger wagging, or preachy. Let's make it fun, but also, kind of say, hey, you know what? This did happen. Let's not address it. And that's where 15 Days came from.
I did. There was I guess it wasn't a scene, but it was a segment within the movie that I didn't think about it at the time that I was watching it. It made perfect sense. These girls are kind of on a bit of a journey, trying to, just get by, and they decide on a course of work that is a bit harrowing for them. They get jobs as census takers. And it wasn't until after I had seen the movie, all the way through, and it was on a completely different topic. I was watching it was a political commentary show. And the host was talking about the census and census takers. And he goes, you got to understand, these people, when they take a job in the census, and as soon as he says that, I'm thinking of this movie and these 2 girls. And he's like, you got to understand, it's not what you think. You end up going to some pretty rough places, and it can be dangerous. And I'm like, wow. So I watched this movie, and technically you could almost see it as a little bit political and not even realize it was political. It's just, a slice of life kind of thing, which, let's be honest with you, if you're going to put something political into your movie, it should be like that. It should be the kind of thing that doesn't get you all, oh, you're hitting me over the head with something. It's like, yeah, that's pretty much the way it is.
Yeah, can I give you an insight on that? That little bit that you just said?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a filmmaker that I met at we were in Vegas, and it was a film festival. He had his noir film, and I had my noir film. So the festival owner, the guy that was running it, he introduced us, and we instantly became best friends. And so we've been in communication. His name's Tom Conkle. He did a great movie. It's called...
we know him.
Tom.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We've become good friends. We did a screening of his... We did a screening of his noir film, Trouble Is My Business. He gave us a Blu-ray to give away as a giveaway.
I met him in Vegas in 2017 at the film festival.
Nice.
I had one step ahead. He had Trouble Is My Business. So we're eating lunch and we hung out, and it was great. And then I'm so friends with him. We still talk. And then when I was writing 15 Days, I said, hey, I need some more scenarios and some funny stuff that went on. What can you tell me? And he goes, oh, dude, let me tell you about my buddy who went to the Census Bureau and had a job down in down in California in this rough area. And he said, yeah, people were so afraid to open their doors, and especially, any minority community. And he goes, some guy actually shot at him. They shot a gun, and they scared him off. And he goes, screw this, I'm done. And he quit the job. And so that's where the scenario in the movie comes from. Because Tom told me that story. And I asked Tom, I was like, can I take your story and put it in my movie? And he goes, yeah, sure.
That honestly, and not only does that not surprise me, I honestly felt like I didn't know if this movie was like if you were actually telling a real story about two girls you knew, or if it was a collection of stories you had heard and kind of put them all together. But it's
a collection.
Yeah, I figured. But it felt so authentic. I'm like, this has got to be based on real life. It's just got to be.
Yeah, like Oliver Stone. Oliver Stone did when he did Platoon. That was a collection of all the times and different areas where he was in Vietnam. So he just put them all in one unit, and then that one unit represented all of his experiences. And so I grabbed all my friends, and I did the same thing with Leah and Callie, those two characters.
Sure.
Then, of course, there's some really humorous scenes. Just a person who has the unfortunate name of Jean Bon Jovi.
Jean Bon Jovi.
Jean Bon
Jovi.
And the girl's whole conversation with them
was all. It took me a while into the bit before I realized they're quoting titles of the songs.
It was fabulous. We're over here cracking up. That was just.
If you get it right away, it's great. If it takes a little bit for you to get it, rewatch it, and then it's even better.
Yes. Not only because of that, but because we were laughing, we would have to stop and rewind. Wait, I'm missing that. Go back.
It's like we're living on a prayer.
We're just living on a prayer here. Oh gosh, such a good.
Yeah, movie. I don't mind doing anything illegal. I just don't want my face on a poster that says "Wanted Dead or Alive."
Yes, exactly right. And it was so natural. You'd almost miss it,
Right.
Nate says, I just went to Tubi and added your movie to my favorites list and gave it a thumbs up. Yeah, I hope you guys are all doing that. The link.
All right, cool. Thank you, Nate.
The link to the movie on Tubi is in the pinned chat. Make sure you do that. And, we were talking in the backdrop, and, Netter's got the Saturday Night at the Movies. I don't know if this counts as a retro cinema because it's from 2025, but
I have modern movies on too.
Well,
we did watch Alita.
I'm just saying. Well, I don't know. Some of these movies that we don't think, after 5-10 years go by, they become retro. This one is new, but we were thinking maybe we do a rewatch of this some Saturday night. That if you'd be available for that, we get everybody together. Whether you've seen it or not, just come on, watch it with us. We'll all queue up our Tubi and press play at the same time and give them as much watch time as we can as a group.
Actually, let's not do Tubi because there'll be commercial breaks. If we just rent it on Amazon, then we can watch it without the commercials. I think that'd be better.
Oh, okay. We could do that too. Yeah.
And I own 100%. I own 100% of the rights, so you don't have to worry about being copyright striked.
Oh well, what we usually do is we run it. We cause people to have two different platforms. We watch on one.
Here's a thought. Since it is his film, can we just show it here?
I think that's what he's. I think that's what he's suggesting, and
you can do it like that, or I can just send you the private link on my channel, which the movie is private, and I send it to people that only can access it with the link. We can do it that way too, but I think we should avoid the commercials.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. What I usually
because that's what we did with Force of Light. Force of Light, they just played it off of Amazon.
Okay. Yeah, we could absolutely do that. I just usually let people deal with the commercials, and what I say is, you know what? Just hit pause on the us chatting thing here and start us up again when your commercial's over.
Let's not do the commercials because it's usually Clorox and it's in Spanish. It's weird. I don't know.
Seriously?
Yes. There's been Spanish commercials on my movies for some reason. I don't know.
I mean, I guess that could be cool if you're doing like a Star Wars thing and you get that the Spanish language. What was it? Cerveza Cristal. Whatever. Okay. Anyway,
See, that's fine, but like they're doing laundry detergent in Spanish, and I'm like, why is that on my movie?
maybe because COVID. They want you to sterilize stuff.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, but like I just figure if we're gonna do something for members or people that are subscribed to your channel, let's do it without commercials. Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, we can work that out. Anyway, I just wanted to throw that out. So, guys, I'm not saying don't go watch. Go watch it. Don't wait for us. But maybe in a couple weeks we'll do like
Absolutely,
a watch party, and then as we go, Robert can kind of do the like the DVD extra type of thing where you do the commentary and stuff like that.
We'll do like a live picture-in-picture or something, right?
Yeah. That'd be great. That'd be great.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we can do that.
But now, so I guess that means I have to ask about your other 3 films because the other ones don't exist. How would we go about seeing those 3? Where would we find those?
Okay, so 15 Days obviously is on Amazon Prime and Tubi.
Right. Yeah.
One Step Ahead is on Amazon and Tubi also.
Oh, okay.
This has been on there since 2019.
Oh, okay.
And then this is on YouTube.
Okay.
And then that one's on YouTube also. Hit and miss.
Oh, they're on YouTube. Okay, there you go.
Yeah. So
other thing I want to point out about 15 Days, for those of you who are into that sort of thing, there's a chick fight.
It is, and it's actually a pretty good chick. So yeah, let me ask you about that because that gets back.
Oh yeah, please.
That gets back to the whole, independent film thing. So obviously, independent film means you don't have the big budgets of the studios, which is a downside. Upside, you have the freedom to do what you want, and you probably get a little bit more creative than some of these people that just throw money at it. So really, all of your effects are in camera and practical. Am I right?
Yes. I'm trying. I want to be accurate here, but I'm trying to think. I don't think I did any CGI at all. Like, yeah. There was absolutely no CGI. Like, not even a muzzle flash for a gun. Like nothing.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty cool. In fact,
but then again, it's not really an action movie, so it's it's a dramedy. So yeah.
But I wanted to commenting on where Netter was going with what she called the chick fight. It's a good fight for a good logical reason and very well done.
Yeah.
This is what made me think about talking about practical effects because there are makeup effects in that scene, including what I considered to have been an old wrestling technique where a wipe of the hand applies a blood streak, and I thought it was absolutely brilliant. You're not even remembering the scene that I'm talking about, are you?
A wipe of the hand creates a blood scene?
Yeah.
Blood streak.
Or streaks some blood.
There was no wipe of a hand that created blood in when we were filming. If you're talking about like if someone got...
Maybe I'm misremembering it. It's possible.
If someone got punched and blood came out, it's because it was in their mouth and they spit it out. If that's what you're talking
about. Okay, maybe. Well, I'm going to have to rewatch it and see what it was I saw that I was thinking of. But yeah, I definitely caught it and I was like, yeah, that's a cool practical effect. That's
Are you talking about when she are you talking about when the one girl got her tooth knocked out?
Oh, that might be a tooth. Oh, yeah, and she spit out the tooth or something like that, right?
Yeah, it was a Tic Tac.
That doesn't surprise me at all. We
took the Tic Tac and we shaved it to make it look like a tooth, and then I said, we have to do this fast because it's going to melt in your mouth if it's in there too long.
Exactly. Wow, that's
so
brilliant.
we did.
That is absolutely.
Yeah, brilliant. So we had 3 Tic Tacs that we shaped into teeth that she could put it and get punched out.
That's just awesome.
That is awesome.
And then you You put the Tic Tac in there and a little bit of blood, and it looks pretty violent.
Obviously, I don't want to ask you any questions. You should not answer any questions that you don't feel comfortable giving the answer to, or that might cause you problems with legalities. But were there?
There's no legalities. I own 100% of the rights to everything.
Well, what I was going to ask was, did you engage in what they have often called commando filming, like getting shots in places without?
No, not at all. All the women had underwear on.
No, that's not where I was going.
Did you sneak into places to film?
Yeah, like the filming locations and whatnot. My gosh, man.
Sorry, you opened the door, man.
A buddy of ours was doing.
Actually, you know what? No, wait a minute. I want to comment on that for a second, real quick. Just in seriousness, because I know people are going to think this. It doesn't have an MPAA rating, right? It's a non-rated film, but it's not like.
It's rated TVMA when you go on the streaming, so there's that. Yeah.
Well, there is that one scene with the little kiddie pool.
Yes, but what I was going to point out is no nudity. You know, in scenes where there might have been, there wasn't, and I'm like, that's pretty cool. You know, little weird and awkward, but you know, it kind of makes sense with the story.
But what Troy was referring to is a buddy of ours was doing a promo for a book that he wrote. And he had snuck into a cemetery to film.
Yeah, like after hours and stuff like that.
Some other places that he shouldn't have been. That he filmed really quick in there. They like got in, did like 5-10 minutes of filming really quick, and then dashed back out again before they could get caught.
Yeah. Oh, guerrilla, not commando. Okay, thank you, writer Albert Lanier.
I knew what you meant, but you left the joke open, so I did take it. But okay, so let me address what you said about the kiddie pool thing.
Kiddie pool scene.
Okay, you're right. No, nudity wasn't going to be in the scene because I'm like, okay, yes, this movie is a comedy drama, but once you introduce something like that, then it becomes something else that's taken less seriously. So I said, let's go up to the point. Let's be realistic about what happened. OnlyFans and a lot of online camera girls or streamer girls, or what they called tub stream girls, did become really popular because people were staying home, and that was what a lot of content was being consumed. So let's not ignore what really happened. Let's make fun of it. Let's show it without being gratuitous and going off of the seriousness. That's why the friends interrupt her before she gets crazy. And then we're like, well, how crazy would she get? And then she stands up and you're like, oh, she was probably getting pretty crazy.
Yeah.
No spoilers. Exactly. No spoilers. But then we push the edge of the envelope without cheapening the characters or the story. And I'm not saying that nudity is going to cheapen a story, but I'm like, when it's this specific story, I said, let's stay in our lane. Let's stay what this is. Let's let the audience know what would have or could have happened. Let's not ignore it, but we don't need to delve into something that's so, not a part of what the main objective is, which is this movie is about financial survival when the system is against you.
I definitely am trying not to say too much about the scene, not because I just don't want to ruin it for anyone, because
no spoilers, right?
Funny. It is so funny, but it is a scene where the fact that she is clothed actually, I think, makes it funnier. It's almost weirder, and it's like, this is just kind of brilliant, and I'm talking it up because I definitely want people to go, I got to see this scene that he's talking about now.
I'd love to tell you more about how we filmed that, but it would throw into spoilers.
Let's save it for.
I don't want to do spoilers, but I'll just tell you that it was really, really fun because I had all three girls there, and it was just me and the camera, making sure everybody was comfortable. The girls, the other two, the leads, Leah and Callie, were helping the third lead, Jocelyn, and they were all about it, and they're just like, no, do that, and like, yeah, sure, and they were like cheerleading each other, and it was great. And then after we filmed that, we all went out for pizza and beer, and it was great.
I can kind of imagine.
Then there's always that line of, was that
Yeah. Yeah, and that was the other thing too. I think the genuineness of the camaraderie definitely comes through.
Yeah.
I lucked out on that. I really did.
Yeah.
Those two girls had the two leads. Lee and Callie, played by Kinsey and Cameron. I did not know them until the movie, and I had a friend of a friend recommend both of them to me. I auditioned them separate. Then I casted them separate. Then I auditioned them together for a chemistry read. And then when they saw each other, they're like, "Hey, I remember you from high school." Like, "Oh yeah." So they were kind of already friends, and so I really lucked out.
That really does.
They did play off each other really well.
Okay.
Yeah, and I submitted the movie to Film Threat, and Alan Ing gave me a Rotten Tomatoes review, and he said one of the highlights was the chemistry between the two girls.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Which, as soon as you start talking about the chemistry between the girls, it makes me think of another. It was multiple scenes, recurring gag. I'm not sure what you'd want to call it, but
the movie knowledge.
Well, specifically, they're watching a serialized, I guess, a cable show or whatever.
Yeah, we're making fun of Game of Thrones.
Exactly, right. But you obviously had to film like a show within the film, So
a fake TV show. Yeah.
Any thoughts of doing an expansion, doing a whole movie based on those characters?
Well, I mean, if they just keep dying and killing each other and then resurrecting, I don't.
You make it a comedy, You make it a comedy. I'd be totally down for that.
That was another one where we had to address nudity without showing it, and then just have the girls comment on it. So we cut to their reaction, so we don't actually show it. But
oh my gosh, that's right! I forgot about that. That's right.
Because she's like, "Oh, yep, take your shirt off, go there." Like, whoa, full frontal, ho.
Yes, yeah. Well, and that's that whole Hitchcock, what you don't see, your mind fills in probably clearer than you could actually show. So I mean,
it's funny you mentioned Hitchcock.
There you go. Exactly right. But yeah. So, although I'm not going to get a chance before the end of the stream, if there's anyone watching this, on the rewatch or anything, I'm going to make sure that I get links to those other 3 films that we talked about tonight into the comments below so that you can check those out as well. Make sure if you see it on YouTube, guys, leave comments, thumbs up, whatever you can do to support, and if at the bare minimum you're supporting by encouraging. So make sure you do all those YouTube things.
And of course, my next question is, what's next?
Yeah.
All right, so I've gotten that a lot, and I just want to say that the time difference between that movie and that movie was 7 years.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So here's the thing. This is my side hustle, doing films. Yeah. I have a 9-to-5 and I do this on the side. So 100% of the budget's out of my pocket, and I'm 100% responsible for the production, the casting, the music, the rights, filming, editing, everything. I do it all myself. That's why I'm able to own 100% of the rights, and I can air it on Force of Light or your channel and not have copyright, because I'm not going to copyright myself.
Right.
So that's why it takes so long. I mean, this movie, 15 days. Day 1 of filming was March 15th of 2023. The last day of filming, since we do it on our free time on weekends or whatever, was the week before Christmas of 2023.
Oh wow!
Wow.
So do you have something that you're? Sorry, go ahead.
The girls had to keep their hair and makeup the same for 9 months.
Oh.
Wow.
Well, that's actually not too bad.
Well,
when you're not really a blonde and you got to be a blonde.
Oh, good point. That's a commitment. It's a
Fawkes
commitment.
die. Hello.
Well,
She did that. She did that once, and it turned out gray. And then, so for large portions of when they're staying home for COVID, that's where her hair's up in a bun because it was gray.
oh wow.
It's like, what dye mix did she use? Because that shouldn't happen.
Do you
I don't know. I'm not a girl.
okay. do you ever do crowdfund?
No, I've never done a crowdfund.
You can talk to Tom about that.
Yeah,
It
he's
might
really
be
good at the
worthwhile to
crowdfunding.
do. Yeah.
Tom Connors?
Yeah.
No,
Tom
Tom Conkle.
Oh, yeah. There's several Toms. My brother's named Tom. I know so many Toms.
Yeah, my dad's name was Tom.
But yeah.
Tom Connors and Tom Conkle on my channel before, so.
Yeah, I thought about that, but it also introduces a lot of there's red tape, and then there's other things and obligations, and it's just I'm a control freak, so I don't mind really. I just have to really be invested in something in order to do that, and it just
that makes sense. Sure.
You know what I mean? When it becomes a side hustle, that's just such a big thing. It really takes a toll on your life, and you just you got to find a good balance. And so it's something that I have looked into, but it's nothing that I've actually wanted to pull the lever on just yet. But I'm not opposed to it. It's just I got to find a project where I'm like, okay, I really need to crowdfund this if I want this to happen because I believe in it. And I don't do any of these movies if I don't believe in them because they're literally 2 to 3 years of my life.
True. Yeah, I can see that.
Do you have something in the works right now that you're working on for your next?
I have 3 ideas right now, and they're all 3 vastly different. And I'm waiting for my brain to say, "Hey, that's the one you need to do. Forget about the other ones." And so, that's just the way my creativeness works. It's like if I'm not married to it, I'm not going to do it.
I better ask the question that although I haven't seen anyone in the chat ask it, I know a bunch of them are thinking it. Are your movies now or possibly in the future available on some sort of physical media, DVD or something like that?
One step ahead is you can buy that on physical media because I used what's called Film Hub. They were a distributor, and then my movie was picked for. They said it was reaching a demographic that was more likely to be purchasing physical media. So yes, one step ahead, you can buy that on physical media.
Cool.
15 days, that's on Indie Rights. They're my distributor. They don't do physical media, but if I want to do it on my own, I can. It's only been out for about 5 months, so I'm going to wait a little bit before I cross that bridge.
Okay, so one step ahead, where can they buy it so that you actually get the funds for it? It doesn't go to
Amazon. You can buy it on Amazon.
Okay, and all the funds go to you.
Simple.
Yeah, so go to Amazon and type in One Step Ahead movie, and you can buy the DVD right there.
Step Ahead on DVD. Boom. There you go, guys. There's the link. That'll be added to the description right after we finish up here tonight. So go check that out. I think I'm going to have to get that and then see if I can't work out a deal with you where maybe you let me send it to you so that you can autograph it for us.
Yeah.
So I can put it next to my autographed copy of Trouble Is My Business.
That actually
I will do that. And
copies.
I do want to...
So you autograph both, we keep one, and then I have a giveaway for the second one.
Oh, that's a good idea too. Yeah.
Hey, yeah. I do want to give a shout out to my music composer for One Step Ahead.
Mm-hmm.
We did, he and I both collaborated, but he did the work. I just kind of said, I want this, that, and the other thing. But for a year, we worked on the music. It's 5 original songs and a complete score, 100% from scratch original of One Step Ahead. So if you like film noirs, you like sexy jazz numbers and that sort of thing, you can buy the soundtrack on iTunes.
Oh, that's cool.
So if you watch the movie and you love the music, you can get the soundtrack. It's about 58 minutes, so you get a good soundtrack.
Nice. Yeah, that's totally my my cup of tea. So that is awesome.
Yeah, I think you'll really like the music. When you watch the movie, you're like, oh, dude, I got to get the soundtrack. If you like the movie, if you like that kind of mid-century romanticized era.
Oh, absolutely, no doubt about it. Yeah, I know how my mind works. I'm going to imagine that it takes place in the same cinematic universe as Trouble Is My Business.
You know what?
Works.
You know what? You just reminded me. I'll throw an Easter egg out. Just in case someone wants to watch Hit and Miss, right?
Yeah.
I play a hitman named Johnny.
Okay.
Okay. And I do this kind of like East Coast accent. It's kind of cartoonish or whatever, but it's a comedy, and this is how I talk in the movie, okay?
Sure.
That's how I talk in 15 days. I'm playing the same character.
Oh, wow.
I'm the guy that threw the girls in the trunk.
That's wild. That is wild.
Remember, I had the goatee. I threw the girls in the trunk. That was my cameo.
Okay. That's awesome. So I love it.
That's me. And here, I'll just move my phone again.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Notice the resemblance?
Yep. Exactly. I dig it. I like that. Well, I know what Netta and I are going to be watching.
You said cinematic universe, and I called my friend Dave Garcia, who plays Mike. Mm-hmm. And remember, I walk into the club after I bring the girls, and I'm like, oh, hey, Mike, how you doing? And he goes, oh, that's Johnny. I haven't seen him forever. That's an inside joke to Hit and Miss.
That is wonderful. Well, see, now I got I'm going to have to watch Hit and Miss. That's great.
Yeah, but you're going to watch me in 2009, and then you're going to watch me in 15 days in 2023.
Well, I mean,
and then you're like, oh, that guy got fat.
Well, and that happens to people. It really does. It's the same actor, same character. We can work with that. Yeah.
Yeah, different cheeks.
Well, it happened to the best of us, especially during COVID, so, I mean, come on.
Oh, so many people gained so much weight during COVID. I gained like 20 pounds.
Yeah.
That's why I put that in the movie. Remember the girls on, she steps on the scale? Remember that?
Yes.
In 15
exactly.
days?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
exactly right.
All those little small parts, those were all purposely done.
Yeah. And I think every single one of them is like, oh, I know what that's, yep, we all know about that.
I mean, we did the ordering in, the pizza, watching Game of Thrones, gaining weight, getting bored, getting drunk. We did all the stuff that, everybody did. So I think that it would be easily for the broadest audience to relate to the characters.
I referred to it earlier on as a slice of life. And it's true, but when you think of a slice of life, that's not the slice of life you really want to think about. But it is a funny way to kind of deal with that trauma.
Making it making it a comedy is kind of like putting sugar on vegetables. It goes down easier.
I guess. Yeah. No, that's exactly right.
Yeah.
But yeah, so was there anything else? I mean, we're going to, like I said, we'll get back together again on a Saturday and do an actual watch party of 15 days.
Absolutely.
But was there anything that you wanted to share with the audience, share with us that we didn't get to, that we didn't think of?
I would just say that if you really want to help me out, watch the movie on Amazon Prime. You can rent it for like $2.99 in standard definition. Watch the movie. Then go and leave a review, because I need a lot of reviews in order to get on their main page. I need at least 50, and I'm only at like 16 or 17.
Oh, okay.
So the best thing you can do to help me out is leave a review on Amazon Prime. So that would be the biggest thing, and the most important thing that I'd want to promote right now is I need reviews on there.
Okay, that's a great idea.
Well, I will be buying 2 copies, and then we can get together later.
Somehow.
Let me get your address so I can send them to you once I get them, so that you can autograph them for us. And like I said, one we're going to keep, and the other one will be a special giveaway in an upcoming stream.
That sounds like a plan.
Maybe when we do the rewatch.
Maybe. Yeah.
You know what we could do? I could print a poster and I could sign it and we could give away that.
Oh, there you go. There's that too.
Nice.
All right.
I think we have options.
I think we have something to think about. So let's. Are you set up for?
Yes.
Okay. Because right after this stream, we are going to chauffeur you over to deleted scenes for his coming attractions.
And you don't have to hide in the trunk.
And you don't. We don't. We want you to see where we're going. Okay, that's what's important. So yeah.
I love that scene in the movie. That was one of my favorite scenes to write.
And it is so funny because honestly, at that point in the movie, I wasn't even clear. Is this going to get like really, really dark? I was getting a little nervous here, and then later on, it's like, okay, you guys have earned the right, to see where we're going. So I'm like, oh my gosh, now they're working there. And I just realized you know what I'm talking about because it's your movie. Everybody who hasn't seen it is like, what is he babbling about? You gotta see the movie. You just gotta see this movie, people. You really do. It's a really, really good movie. And after you do, and like he said, make sure you review it on Amazon, but then make sure you get over to Critic List and do it on Critic List too. We want to make sure that
absolutely
we kind of flood Critic List with critiques.
Yeah, it's like definitely put your reviews on Critic List so that can get built up as well. It's a great place to get to put reviews and get reviews on different films. In fact, excuse me, I recommend that for any film that you watch, go over to Critic List, drop a review in there, good or bad,
right,
and let other people know what you thought of whatever movies. For the movies that we watch every Saturday, either here on my channel or over on Big Al's channel, go there right afterwards. Leave your review. It lets other people know, hey, I watched this really great movie, or you don't.
Deleted's like, no, I insist you hide under the bed. Okay. Yeah, no. Okay, if that's the way it's got to be, I got a goatee, so Anyway, so let's keep it brief. These guys all know what's going on.
Absolutely.
But just real quick, right after this, we're taking you over to Deleted Scenes.
Yep.
Tomorrow, Liquid Lunch. I have not yet decided what I'll be drinking tomorrow night, so I got to figure that out between now
mystery cocktail.
And Liquid Lunch. Tomorrow night is karaoke. So karaoke for Last Call. We start out here, on my channel on YouTube, and then we'll go on over to the Green Machine, where we don't have to deal with all the BS.
And maybe, just maybe, we might have a special visit from Doomcock.
Maybe if you stay late enough. Remember, he's got his
5-hour show.
Yeah, he's got his 5-hour Friday night show. We'll see how late we can go. And but I do have some invitations out to a couple other people that you guys can probably guess who it is. And Saturday night, what's the movie? Do you remember?
Oh, it's over on Big
Al's. Big Al is. Darn, I'm drawing a blank.
Let me go over there. Give me a second.
It's got to be a scary one because it's Halloween
October.
Season.
Yeah. Hold on, I gotta get over there. Big Al.
Unless somebody in the chat knows, like right off the top of your head.
Go to his channel. I'm trying to find something that's not one of his 10-word reviews.
Go to his live.
Oh, live. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, that's on Halloween.
Well, you guys know it's on Big Al's. We need to move along, and I want to thank RubyHoove for the.
Oh wait, no, this Saturday is you.
Oh, that's right. It's on my channel
That's
this
why I'm like,
Saturday.
why am I so
Guys,
decent
get
in
to
the
my
future?
community tab. You've got like one more day left to vote on the movie that you guys want to see right now. I think the Myst is in the lead. But you can change that with your vote. So I want to thank RubyHoove for 1 month of membership and her $5 super chat. Nate dropping the farty Fawkes. We always, of course, appreciate that as well. And that's all I got, Netter. Let's wrap this up.
Okay, Robert, any final words?
I appreciate you guys bringing me on here. And this is really cool. This is fun, and I enjoyed it. And yeah, I just would encourage that everybody, if you have anybody that ever worked in the service industry, please tell them about 15 Days, because it's literally a movie that is honoring all those people that were unfairly targeted during the mandates and the lockdowns. And so that movie, it's in the movie at the end. It literally is dedicated to all the service industry workers. So yeah, tell your friends about it, because I think that they would appreciate it the most.
There you go.
Thank you. Troy?
That's it? No, that's all I got.
Well, y'all know what I always say.
Yeah.
We can talk amongst ourselves, and that's all well good and fun. But it's so much more fun when you guys are joining us in the chat, and you're dropping your comments, questions, trivia, being goofy, whatever it may be. And it doesn't feel like we're separated by miles or continents in some cases. It feels like we're all hanging out in our family room, passing on popcorn and having a great time. And you guys, you're not just our friends. You're our family. We love you guys, and we appreciate you so very much. And you could be anywhere right now, and you're here. So thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of our family. Thank you for the many ways that you encourage us and each other, and for the many ways that you support us in our channels. And like I mentioned and Troy mentioned earlier, stay right here to be redirected to deleted scenes for coming attractions. So until next time, good night and God bless. Bye.
Network, and it's all for